Hey Bulldog fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Samford Sports Wrap-Up presented by Alabama Power. I'm John McAfoose, happy today to be joined by Keylor Chan, head volleyball coach. Keylor, first of all, congratulations, a third straight SoCon Tournament championship, a second straight regular season championship. It's got to feel good to win one on your home court again, too.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, my first year in the Southern Conference Tournament, we won, and that was 2016. And for this team to accomplish what we have so far in the year of COVID, it's remarkable.
What do you attribute the consistency to? Because now this is your fifth year. You've taken the team to the NCAA Tournament in 4 of those 5 years.
I mean, it really is the student athletes. It's the team. It's their buy-in into our mission and vision, and their willingness to grind or get better every day. So the focus on learning and improving and really staying on that track, I think, has led to our success over the course of my tenure here at Samford.
Well, you're going to Omaha for the NCAA Tournament. The format's a little bit different this year. 48 teams instead of 64. The top 16 get a bye, and that makes for some interesting matchups, including Samford's matchup with Wright State. What are your thoughts on the format?
It'll be unique. Hopefully it only happens once in our lifetime, and it doesn't happen again. So we just feel blessed that it's happening, and we're excited to play Wright State, who's done a great job the last couple of years, and is really a program on the rise. So yeah, it's going to be fun, to play Wright State and just see where the cards lay after the end of the match.
Yeah, I know you probably haven't gone in depth on the scout yet, but what are some just kind of general overview thoughts on Wright State? Does it look like a team that Samford matches up pretty evenly with on paper?
Yeah, I would say the Horizon League and the SoCon are similar or like conferences. But what we've been able to gather so far is that they play really clean volleyball. They don't make a lot of errors. They know how to play the game well. And they make you earn your points, which is a marquee trait of a very good team.
Well, you guys down the stretch played a lot of really tight matches. The final game against the Citadel to secure home court in the tournament, the semifinal against Wofford. When we see you on the bench, you always appear calm and collected. Your expression never really changes. What's going through your mind in matches like that, especially if a team like Wofford has match point?
Yeah, we talked about it as like a duck on water. You might look cool on the surface, but underneath you're paddling like the Dickens. But yeah, I mean, I say the girls make fun of me all the time because I have these sayings like calm is contagious and be cool. And honestly, I'm probably not very calm and I'm not being very cool. I just hopefully put on a good facade of it. And at the end, it really is in the players' hands, and all you can do is kind of live it with them and help them through it if you can. That's the goal.
Well, I want to talk about some of the players that stepped up when they were called upon, and we may as well start with Keylor Chan, the freshman, who at the beginning of the year was playing on the right side, and then you lose Corinne Meglick. She goes down with an injury, misses the last couple of weeks of the season. Chan slides into that setter role, and things maybe not perfect at the beginning, but she seemed to get her feet under her pretty quickly.
Losing a senior setter is a tough go for our programs, and Keylor's a wonderful player, but the expectation for her to set this team this year was not there. And I think that that's why we give her credit and the girls credit, is they just kept on working and trying to find ways, and we did. We found ways to grind out matches and to get the experience we needed, and it was really tenuous. We knew it was going to be hard when Corinne went out, and I'm just so proud of the team and how they responded. They found ways just to keep it alive, and they eventually versus Mercer, you saw kind of it unfold. And I think that was very pivotal for this group for sure.
And with Keyshock setting, that put Sinclair back on the right side, and we haven't really seen her play much before this year. And then she stepped up when it mattered most. She played well in the tournament. Yeah. She was on the all-tournament team.
Yeah, I mean, we're super proud of Sinclair. It's kind of the hallmark of our team. That we have players that we ask them, like, just be ready when the lights come on. You never know when your opportunity will come. And fortunately for us, those athletes have bought into that, and they realize they are important and they have a role. And when we need them, they come in and they play really well. Courtney Johnson was one. Elise Watford happened. Alana Scouten. All these athletes that weren't core starters, when we needed them, they came in and they contributed and helped us win championships. Really, without those performances, I don't know if we'd win the championship. So it's really a testament to each individual young lady on our team and their commitment to the standards and the mission of what we set forward.
Let's talk a little bit also about the sophomore class. They've all stepped up in big ways. Obviously, Naubert was a libero last year. She continues to get better. We've seen Solaski play a lot of good defense on the back row. And then, Kenya missed last year because of an injury. She's come on strong, especially the second half of the year. And Sarah Hayes-Farley, too, when her name has been called, has played well.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hit it on the mark. Like, we pride ourselves on developing athletes. That's why you come to Samford, to be coached well and to have opportunities to develop as a person and as a volleyball player. And that's our commitment to them and the learning of the skill and the trade of being a good volleyball player. So that's it. It's not hard. We want you to grow and we want you to improve and to learn how to be a great Bulldog.
And we got to mention Lauren Deaton, of course, the SoCon Player of the Year. And I'm sure coming into the season, you probably expected that she needed to be one of the best players in the league in order to win the league. And she certainly has answered the call. And just talk about her and the growth throughout the years and how she continues to get better year in and year out.
Yeah, I mean, the hard go about leaders is everyone wants to lead until it really gets tough. And then it gets hard because the spotlight's on you and you're expected to carry when others can't. And it's not fun. And I'm really proud of Lauren and all the captains and all our leaders in our program through the course of my time. They have embraced that. They understand that it's not glamorous and it's not fun to be a leader sometimes. And Lauren has done a remarkable job along with Corinne and Sierra to continue to leave a legacy of what leadership is, which is service. And being leaned on in the hardest times. That's your job when you're at their stage in their careers. And when you do, there's no feeling like it. It's amazing. And to see them spread their wings and fly in those adverse moments is why you coach. So I'm super proud of Lauren and the team in general. But yeah, I mean, Deet's done a great job. And we're lucky we get her back.
Keylor, appreciate your time. Looking forward to Omaha.
Great. Go Bulldogs.
Head coach Keylor Chan, Samford back in action next week in Omaha for the NCAA Tournament, taking on Wright State. That'll do for this edition of the Samford Sports Wrap-Up, presented by Alabama Power.